Thank you. I'd like to start off with a little bit of audience participation, if that's all right. So if I shout a letter, if you all could just shout it back. So give me an A.
A.
Give me an I.
I.
Give me a D.
D.
Give me an S.
S.
What does that spell? Adidas, that's right. that spells Adidas. Doesn't it? It's not your fault. If I'm being honest, it's partly my fault as well. I just don't know what to say other than it could be worse. You know, I performed that joke earlier and I accidentally made a room full of people spell out the word cancer. And to cut a long story short, no birthday cake for this guy. But it's fine. I didn't even want birthday cake. I had somewhere I needed to be. You're welcome. But yeah, this, in honesty, this does feel weird. I don't know how people can talk about themselves at length, because you see, my life is a bit like a bad dream, in the sense that people get really bored when I try to describe it to them. But I have a captive audience, so away we go. Earlier this year, I asked my girlfriend if she even liked me. And she said, "Samuel, I don't dislike you, okay?" Yeah, and I said, "No, that's not okay. That's not an adequate answer to that question, because I don't dislike Philip Schofield." See what I mean? I don't dislike Philip Schofield, but that doesn't necessarily mean I want to have his children. Is it alright if I just check my notes just real quick? Have you? I'd actually been trying to quit smoking. Some people say when you give up one addiction, you often just replace it with something else, and I don't know if that's true, but if you'll indulge me. Yeah, it's not the same, is it? It's certainly not as cool as I remember. Although, do you know what it's like to have a whole smoking area to yourself? Because I do. It's pretty good. Yeah, people really keep their distance when they see you doing this. I had hoped that dressed like this, I'd be outside smoking one day and someone would come up to me and be like, "Hey man, so where's the party at?" And I could just stare off into the distance and just not make eye contact and just really draw out the attention and just burst into tears. Achievable goals, that is the route to happiness. It really is. So yeah, under the advice of basically everybody, I'm going to attempt to make myself more accessible by doing some observational comedy. Yeah, so feel free to fucking kill yourselves. So have you guys ever noticed that when you tell a room full of people to kill themselves, the atmosphere tends to sour somewhat? Oh, I really thought that would be relatable. But the joke is on me, because through saying that, the atmosphere has now soured. And it's not your fault. At this point, it's a good 30-35% my fault. And I mean, I don't want to blame you guys. I'm not going to name names, because how could I? But all I'll say is, when I performed these jokes earlier, alone in my bedroom, they went over really well. So, to quote my girlfriend, it's not me, it's you. Samuel, get away from the cake. Samuel, we had this conversation earlier. The cake is for the guests. And besides, even if I wanted to, they're not going to let you off that stunt you pulled. What do you mean, what? You made a room full of 10-year-olds shout out the word cancer and then told them to kill themselves. No one is stifling your creativity. Besides, you're hired here as a magician, not a comedian. What about Descartes? You can't just say Descartes and then add nothing, like that's an argument. Samuel, my nephew is not a snowflake. Samuel, put that party bag down. Put the party bag. Long story short, I did get that party bag at the end, and I do not regret it. I got this party hat, I got this party blower, and I even got a degree in gender studies. They really are just giving them away.